Heyo, it's your boy CrossFire here, back with another Warzone video. In this video, I'm going to be giving y'all my best settings for Warzone and Black Ops 6. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's start off with our sensitivities. I like to run a 1.49. I feel like it gives you a good balance between movement speed and gun control, which are two very important things in Call of Duty. So I would run a 1.49. Next, I want to go down to swap, which is a preferable thing, but I like to run swap because I feel like it takes a little bit longer to press your triggers over the bumpers. So that's why I use that. But for people who have mouse click, I guess it really doesn't matter. Next, we want to go down to our dead zones. Dead zones are very important, guys. Very important. In this game, we have a thing called rotational aim assist. And if you don't have your dead zone set properly, it can definitely hinder your gameplay. So I like to run my left stick minimum at 2. I like to run my left stick max at 60. My right stick minimum at 2. And my right stick max at 99. The left trigger and right trigger, you obviously want to pull those down so it's a little bit quicker response time whenever hitting those. So yeah, that's what I would choose. Alright, next we want to go to aiming. Sensitivity multiplier. Right here, ADS sensitivity multiplier. Bring this down to 0.85. It's naturally at 1.0. You bring it down to 0.85 and it just gives you a little bit more of control. It slows it down a little bit more for you so you're more accurate when you go to shoot. So I would definitely change your ADS sensitivity multiplier. Alright, next is our aiming advanced settings. Right here we got ADS sensitivity transition timing, instant always. You want that to be instant. You don't want it to be no delay, gradual, or anything like that. So definitely put that at instant. Then we'll go down here to our aim response curve type. You want that to be dynamic. I have tried the other standard and linear and I didn't see much of a difference, but you know, everyone uses dynamic, so I would just keep it on dynamic. Our aim response curve slope scale. I'm not too for sure what this does. I changed it down a little bit and didn't see much of a difference, but I just kept it right there at 0.90. And yeah, so that's just what it is. Custom sensitivity per zoom. I don't really use these. You can if you want to. I've seen people, you know, lower their sensitivity multipliers for low zoom and 2x zoom and 4x zoom. But I don't personally use them. I feel like the ADS sensitivity multiplier, the 0.85, really helps with that. So you don't really even need those. Next, we're going to go down to target aim assist and ADS aim assist. You obviously want those on so you can get that aim assist and have that better control, because I've tried it without it and oh my gosh, it is horrible. All right, we're going to go to our movement. All right, for tactical assist, I got tactical sprint assist. I just feel like it just makes it a little bit more efficient, a little bit more quicker. And these two down here are just already placed on. I just keep them like that, like they are. So I wouldn't really worry about them too much. I got mantle assist off. You really don't want any type of assist with mantle. It can definitely mess you up in a lot of situations, which it has me back in the past. Crouch assist, I turn that off. It's the same as like the mantle assist. You don't want it to assist you. Corner slice, I guess it's just a thing, you know, just leave it on. It doesn't really affect too much. My slide / dive behavior, I put this as hybrid. I've tried the other ones, tap to slide, you know, slide only, and I just felt like it gave you a delay in those. I felt like I had a lot of dead slides in a lot of the other options, so I just used hybrid and it seems to fix that. Automatic airborne mantle, you do not want that on. Sprint restore, you can keep that on. Slide and maintain sprint, you can keep that on. Parachute automatic behavior, you want this off. You do not want your parachute instantly, you know, opening up. It can mess you up. The option is you want to be able to get to the ground as quick as possible, and with it having it on, it's going to open up your parachute a little too early, which can cause you to get beamed out of the sky. You do not want that at all. Mantle cancels reload. I instantly turn this off. You don't want your mantle cancel reload. And then we can move on to our movement advanced settings. All right, so for sprint / tactical sprint behavior, I have it as toggle. I think it's just a standard on there. Auto move forward, you don't want auto move forward. Auto door peek, you don't want that. Ground mantle, you do not want that. And then tactical sprint activation. Use this single tap sprint. You don't want to, kill yourself and make it a lot harder for you to activate that tactical sprint. You just want the single tap. So put that on single tap sprint. And then the other two are just not really important, but obviously you want the sprinting door bash. Next, let's go down to our combat settings. Aim down sight behavior, I have it as hold. Tactical stance behavior on toggle. Most of these right here are just standard. You can just keep them the standard. You really don't need to change them at all. This you don't really need to change at all. Armor plates behavior, you obviously always want that on apply all. You don't want it to be put on apply one. You want it all to be put on. This one is not a big deal. Equipment behavior, hold. Manual fire behavior, press. You obviously want that. And let's go to the combat event settings. Okay, see here, change zoom activation. It's like that already, so I just kept it as that. Weapon mount exit, I didn't mess with that too much. And then this one right here is very important. Make sure that you put on prioritize interact. Before, back in the day, I used to run the tap to reload until I realized how important it is to be able to open boxes and things like that really quick. So you want to have prioritize interact on. These right here, sprint, cancel, reload, you can turn that off. Kimbo behavior, and it's really preference on that. ADS stick swap, no, you don't want that. And depleted ammo weapon switch, I have that on. And I think that's it. Thank y'all guys for tuning in. And if y'all have any comments or anything, feel free to message me, to leave a comment down in the comments and let me know what you think. Thank y'all guys. Y'all have a blessed one now.